Folks, welcome to Green Hat Gardening. It is mid-June and I have not filmed a single thing here in the garden yet. Taking a lot of photos, harvested some onions and a few peppers. So we'll kind of get a state of the garden this episode. I have not filmed any of the garden so far this year, but there's been a lot going on. The most recent addition is the decision to put up kind of a makeshift trellis for the grapevines. You can see they're going crazy. They're really liking this. And for the first time in 3 years, we will have grapes. We will actually have some grapes to eat. This will be phenomenal. This is the Catawba grape. The Concord grape that I planned on making jelly out of hasn't grown quite as well, but it's still trucking along just a little bit. Having trouble with Japanese beetles right now on it. Big freeze we had back in January where it dropped its coldest winter in 30 years, killed almost every single one of my blackberries. All I have are these 4 little scraggly pots left. That's where I'm going to make an area here on the outside of the garden for them, I think, to grow. The apple tree has come back nice. This is the Fuji. See the Red Delicious putting up lots of good foliage. It's growing well. I need to space it out some. Hopefully it will fruit next year. That's my hope anyway. The Granny Smith is, well, I almost think I need to top it to make it bud out, or it's not growing quite as well for some reason. Strawberries have been a rebuilding year. Every single one of these are new. We lost every single strawberry in the big freeze. I planted some little wildflowers in between beds. They're still not doing much. Some of these have sent out runners. I've had more trouble with crabgrass this year than I have in a long time. Not sure what sparked that. The onions. What can I say about the onions? They have done just absolutely incredible. We moved the peppers from these beds since they had the fungus last year, if you remember that. I planted, probably over 200 onions, and they've done exceptionally better. They're looking so good. I'm going to leave them to grow and do as they will for now. This is the second bed of onions. They were the smaller ones, but you can see some of these are beginning to finally get some bulk on them. So that's nice. And I'm just leaving them to do their thing for now. Until we need them, or until they bolt. Whenever they bolt, then I'll dig them up. We planted potatoes, and I guess they're doing their potato thing. I don't know much about growing potatoes, to be quite honest. Waiting for them to die back so that I can dig them up, and hopefully we'll have a potato harvest. That would be incredible. That would be phenomenal. The freeze killed every single bud off of the blueberries, so we didn't get a single blueberry at all this year in anything. Out of 16 of them, they're being so overrun with weeds. I'm very much considering moving them from away from the fence, because I just can't control it, and they're planted too close together, I think, as well. So kind of disappointed in the blueberries at the moment over the situation. On the flip side, the peppers are doing absolutely phenomenal, and I'm having trouble keeping them staked up, producing such a good little fruit of bells here. We also planted banana peppers again this year. They're doing great. Look at all these down here. So good. I told myself I was not doing tomatoes this year. We didn't do any hot peppers. The only peppers we did this year were the bells and the sweet banana. But we had this massive Roma tomato that came out from seed. So I got my granddad's tomato pot out, and I've got this one Roma plant in here growing. The okra has struggled this year. We did it from seed this time, and I planted them too thick, and I may need to move some around or whatnot. Just see, they're just starting to get little hints, pods and things here. So that's great. It's great news. It originally intended on putting a greenhouse back here, but I didn't have the energy or the time to do it. But we did have a lot of extra okra seedling, so that's what got put back here. We have 2 more beds full of okra that hopefully will come on and will do great for us. Now we get to the fun part, the harvest. These are great. Ended up with 26 that I decided to cut of the banana pepper. Now let's cut some bells. Thin these guys out a bit. It's hard to film and cut at the same time, but look at the size of that guy. Oh, there's a number up there I'm gonna get. So we got about 14 bell peppers. That's awesome. So that's great for a good harvest. We harvested 30 of the bananas earlier in the week. Hope you've enjoyed watching today. I'll start back doing these on a weekly basis now, and they're just fun to do, you know. So keep digging and keep growing.